Welcome humans, Omega's here, first day of December. And you know what? It's a really nice day because I actually got to finally sit down with Snow Bear. And it's a completely hand-drawn piece from Aaron Blaze, which that name sounds any familiar to you. It's one of the OGs of animation. We're talking Rescues on Under, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King, Pocahontas, Mulan, and he also did Brother Bear. And now he has his short, Snow Bear. Took him quite a bit. He even has the ongoing Kickstarter for a board game based off this mini. So if that sounds interesting, do check it out down below. Give him some love. And to sit down and talk about this really quick, Snow Bear. Pretty obvious. We're following a polar bear, kind of a little day to day, but there's a little thing that you catch on really quick, and that's how he's alone. He's going through the Antarctic. Sadly, nobody's with him anymore. He seems to be the last polar bear in the area. He sees the orca swimming, tries to get in there. Nope, gets denied. Tries to go with the birds. Obviously, he can't fly, so he's doing bear angels, if you will. He just can't fit in. It's kind of hard to be friends with the polar bear, you know, until he starts making snow bears, which is it's really cute. It's really nice. And by the way, there's no talking. This is basically a silent film, and the heavy lifting is done via animation, facial expressions, and even the music, which, the music, beautiful work. This is definitely something that if you just want to feel, because this is a traditional mini, it's all hand drawn, it definitely hits you in the soul. Or I guess you could say in my circuits. Gorgeous stuff. Soundtrack is top notch in this one. Tangent aside, as we follow the bear, he makes his little snow bear. Has more adventures with the bear, basically through a good chunk of time, eating, playing, hide and seek. Just makes it, kind of took his whole idea of my imaginary friend, but made him real. And now he's no longer lonely anymore. Cute. Until summer starts to come around, it looks like. The sun is out. Everything's melting, the polar ice caps are melting. A little bit of a subtle nod right there if you couldn't tell. Until we get to see him becoming sad boyo. It's actually pretty sad. Like I wasn't expecting it to just have this little range of fun, whimsical, and then feeling bad for this polar bear that he's alone. Until we see him essentially fly off with a little ice island. He accepts it. He would rather be with the dying or melting snow bear than to be back in the cold tundra. We see him wash up on a new shore. He's looking around until he sees another ice bear. Confusing. And it goes very cutely to, there's another bear. Turns out he's no longer alone. He's able to have his own family. And in the end credits, there's adorable cutscenes of him still playing around, him having cubs, babies with the missus, and it's, geez man, just the craft, just the feeling with the music, the expressions, even looking at the background. This captures everything of ye old traditional storytelling, which yes, you can add you can add lines, but you don't need to. It's a beautiful piece. Aaron Blaze, he still has that magic to show us. And in a day and age where global warming is honestly a hot topic, and let's call it what it is, we're very desensitized to a lot of the no oil and those groups in the UK, and they're causing their mishap. Those are terrible people. In my opinion, they deserve to be locked away. How dare you do your wrong because you think you're essentially holier than thou. But then we have people like Aaron Blaze here. Instead of making that kind of ruckus, he makes a piece that's beautiful, it's bittersweet, and it's just right to show that if you have a care for global warming, if you care for some of these animals that are actually suffering and having their hardships, you can do something about it. You can donate, you can do your part to actually help. He links down below things that you can do in contact. So that's awesome. 10 out of 10. This is, man, this is just, what do you really say? This is beautiful. It's amazing. To the humans behind this project, Aaron, the music folks, phenomenal. 10 out of 10. Genuinely a beautiful piece that, oh, I'm a sucker for bittersweet stuff. That's just the way I am. But this is just right with a little cherry on top. So I would leave it alone there. Super short film, Snow Bear, Aaron Blaze, again, everybody behind this project, you did fantastic. I know it's a short video, first day of December, it's cold, my slime is sluggish, I'm trying to get back accustomed to this chilliness. But with that, I'll see you guys in this following week for more goodies. Have a good evening, take care, and let me know what you guys think about Snow Bear. And with that, I'll see you next time. Like, comment, all that stuff, whatever, take care.